Welcome to Missouri Sports Talk. I'm your host, Cameron Staley, and today I have here with me
Austin Wolken, back again.
Back again, that's right.
Excited to be back again.
Yeah, so today we have classes 4 through 6 picks. That's the large classes in Missouri, so
We got a fun one.
let's get straight to it, all right? So I do want to note that some of my graphics will be off. They've still been playing this week, and I made some of these graphics Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the further we get through the video, the more accurate the graphics will be. So
Gotcha.
it'll only be a game or two off, and then maybe like a point or two on the points per game off. So it's not going to be a super big deal.
Yep.
It's not going to change any of our picks either.
Because they're playing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So kind of keep that in mind a little bit. There may be an extra win for your team, and sorry that I didn't catch it in time. We are on a bit of a time crunch because
You're doing your best.
we're filming this on Friday night, and they're doing it on Tuesday, and we've also got another one to film for 1 through 3 state that will have to come up rather quickly as well.
Sunday.
Yep. So let's jump into it, all right?
Yep. Let's do it.
Class 4, District 1. This one is very, very weak, to put it the nicest. St. Genevieve, I believe, is 10 and 15, sitting at the top. They are going to be my pick.
You took St. Genevieve?
Yeah.
I took the Dexter Bearcats here, and there's not really much to say. I mean, no team has a winning record in this district, so I think we should just move on to District 2 here.
I agree. So District 2 is actually pretty solid, all right? So our first 2 seeds here, Potosi and Central Park Hills. My pick here is Central Park Hills. They are ranked 6th, and they're scoring almost 75 a game and allowing 56.
Yeah, I also took the Rebels here. 28-4 last year. 19-5 on the season, and they're I'm going to go back to this like I did last episode. 9-2 in neutral site games, and they're putting up 73.8 points per game, which is also really good. So,
all right, District 3. This is the Blair Oaks district. I took Blair Oaks, of course. This is also another really weak district. Blair Oaks is scoring around 57 a game, allowing 51. And I know Cuba's 13 and 11. They may have had a game this week that I didn't catch. I don't think that's any competition whatsoever for Blair Oaks. These losses that Blair Oaks has came quite early in the season, and that was before we got Brady Dapkus into the lineup. So they've turned it around a lot recently. So I think they'll go through this district pretty easily.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on your head coach, Nick Voss?
He's done a solid job so far.
How many years has he been there?
This is his first year here. So he's got really big shoes to fill coming in for Coach Fick. So I know there's a lot of restless people because this is the worst year of basketball that we've had for a while. But, I mean, we've got 2 seniors. We've got a sophomore class that's really solid, but they're so young. So, like, you can't expect these sophomores to just be absolute leaders when they're just starting to drive. You know, you got to keep that in mind a little bit. So in 2 years, you know, Voss will be into the mix, and the sophomores will be seniors, and I think that'll be a really solid team. But as of now, you know, there's a lot more developing to go.
Yeah. District 4, who'd you take?
I took John Burroughs. They are ranked 6th. Nope, sorry. They are 4th. I looked at Principa. So this is a really stacked district. Principa is 6th. MICDS is ranked 9th, and John Burroughs is 4th. So that's 3 teams in the top 10 in this district.
Yeah. I also took them. So, I mean, you covered all my points that I was going to say. So,
District 5. This is the Vashon district. I think this is one's just kind of obvious. We're taking Vashon here. They're ranked 1. I believe they won last year as well. So
now the fun pick, just because their name, Lift for Life Academy. I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure Hawaii stomped on them this year. But, Vashon's 18-6. They've gone 9 straight years with a winning record in their basketball program there. And they put up 72.5 points per game. So
really solid team. So let's go to District 6 now. University City is sitting at the top of this district with Lutheran North straight behind them. And I do have on this graphic 10-13. I believe Lutheran North won a game this week. So I believe that they're sitting at 11-13.
Yep.
So, Lutheran North is just scoring one more point roughly higher than they're allowing. So with University City hosting this district, I feel like being the 1 seed and hosting, I feel like that's a pretty solid advantage. So I'm going to take U City here.
Yeah, I also took them. Like I said, I think they're the only team with the winning record in the district. So we'll go with the Lions.
All right. Now on to District 7. This one has St. Francis Borgia. They are second in the class. Sorry, they're 23-2. Orchard Farm is 19-4. They actually just got a new basketball facility this year. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, I may check a game out next year. But
I bet you it's nice.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. It does seem very nice. It's somewhat similar to the Blair Oaks facility. So
Okay.
It seems like they've been doing actually a lot of upgrades around the high school. So Orchard Farm's really solid, but I think St. Francis Borgia just has the upper hand here.
Yes, I also took them. 23-3, 11-1 in the neutral site games. They did lose to Cardinal Ritter in one of their 3 losses. I actually have all 3 of their losses listed here. They lost to Ritter 56-27. They put up 27 points against Ritter. They lost to Sykeston, who we'll get into later. My goodness, are they good? They lost 69-57 to them. And they lost to Vianney 63-57. But St. Francis Borgia, the Knights, that's who I'm going to go with, one in District 7.
All right, District 8 now. I'm going to take Mexico here. I know Centralia is hosting, but I don't think Centralia really will take too far of advantage with that home court.
Yep, I also took Mexico.
All right.
The Bulldogs.
District 9, we have Father Tolton in this one.
Oh.
Father Tolton just beat Sykeston, I believe, last night as we're filming this. So, and 2 overtimes. So,
I may have made the wrong pick here, even though I do have a whole bunch of stuff to go over with Father Tolton with you guys. I took Southern Boone. Yeah, I'm guessing you took Father Tolton.
I did.
So that'll lead me into what I want to talk about with them. But I took the Southern Boone Eagles here. They're 19-5 overall, and the other competition is Father Tolton. Also, California is in that district, which I did not know, and Booneville, who is 17-9. But tell us why you took Father Tolton.
Father Tolton's really solid. They've got some really solid players. They,
One in particular.
Yeah, Aaron Rowe. We're ending the Porter dynasty here soon, I believe, as well.
Really? Is Isaac the last kid?
I think so. I mean,
They always keep on pumping him out. So.
I think he's number 7. So, yeah. I think he may be the end of the dynasty.
Yeah, Isaac has 6 siblings. Michael Porter Jr., who's on the Nuggets, as you know, doesn't like to pass the ball though. They have Jonte Porter, who is he still in the league?
I think he's kind of jumping around like the G League.
And then they got Coben Porter, which I believe he is in jail for.
He is.
For reckless driving or something like that. Yeah. Javon Porter, who's I actually don't know. You know Javon?
I don't.
And then he has 3 sisters, excuse me, Sierra and Bree and Jada Porter. But you want me to get into Aaron Rowe here?
Yeah.
Aaron Rowe, my goodness, standing 6 feet tall, 155 pounds, class of 2025, so my grade. Somehow he's in the same grade as me. 247 Sports has him ranked as a 4 out of 5 star prospect. That's 20th ranked in the class of 2025. He had a 0.9922 composite score. He's committed to Mizzou, and as a freshman, he had offers from Tennessee, Missouri State, and Pepperdine, which Pepperdine is like the nicest campus in like the whole entire country. The Pepperdine Wave. So that's Aaron Rowe. And I probably should have took Father Tolton because I believe he had to sit out a couple of the games at the beginning of the year with everything. I don't know what it was due to, but I know when Elias was about to play Father Tolton, he wasn't in the starting lineup. So, yeah.
Another thing to add with Tolton, they are ranked 3rd in the class.
In class 4?
Yep.
Gotcha.
So, District 10 now, we have Springfield Catholic, who is receiving votes. They're scoring 62 a game and only allowing 48. And their competition is Stratford, who is actually hosting. Stratford is 14-11, and they're scoring 58.
Yeah, I took the Fighting Irish here. 19-5, 9-3 in neutral site games, and they went 24-8 in 2022. So
I took them as well. So let's go to 11 now. This one has Logan Rogersville in it, and the competition kind of drops off after that. Lots of losing records here. Logan Rogersville is actually hosting as well. They are ranked 10th, and they are scoring 62 a game.
Yep, I also took Logan Rogersville here. They did lose going back to, what was that, Tuesday's video?
I believe so.
They did lose to Central New Madrid County, which you like them a lot, as we found out in that video. And they put up 62 points per game, does the Wildcats.
All right, District 12 now. We have Seneca and Aurora. Now, I am going to point my computer towards you real quick because I want you to see Aurora's logo. It says, "Don't kick our dog."
That's a top tier logo. That's probably the best logo I think I've seen in all of the high schools in Missouri because we've gone through all of them, right?
I believe so, but although this may be my favorite logo in Missouri high school sports, it wasn't enough to take them over Seneca. Seneca is scoring 62 a game and allowing just under 55. And Aurora is scoring almost 70, but they're also allowing just about 62. So I think the defense here for Seneca will get it done.
I took Aurora.
You did?
Because their logo, you knew that. They went 15-11, 70 points per game, which is a lot. And, yeah.
All right, so District 13, we have St. Michael Archangel sitting at the top here.
Defend us in battle, be our protection against wickedness and the snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray, and do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast down Satan, all the evil spirits, power about the world, singing the ruin of souls. Amen.
Anyways, Nevada, I believe, is how you pronounce the town. I don't think it's Nevada, Missouri. I think it's Nevada, correct?
Yeah, I think it's Nevada.
So they are 15-10 as well, and Harrisonville is sitting in the third seed at 18-5. I want to take Harrisonville here, all right? Now, I know that of the top three that I have on the graphic, St. Michael is allowing 47, Nevada is allowing 52, and Harrisonville is allowing 56. But Harrisonville is also scoring 5 above both of those teams. And it's hosted by Pleasant Hill, so none of those top three teams have, the home court advantage here. So I'm going to take Harrisonville.
I also took the Wildcats. I do want to mention here, it's the only thing I want to mention. They were 5-22 last year. So a major, what's the word I'm looking for? Turnaround season here for the Harrisonville Wildcats.
Awesome stuff. So District 14 now. This has Barstow and Center in it. Now, Barstow is scoring almost 58 a game and allowing 45, and Center is scoring 50 and allowing 44. So neither of these teams are ranked, and somewhat similar numbers, but it is hosted by Center, so I'm going to take them here.
Those two teams you just mentioned weren't even one of the two teams I picked.
Who'd you take?
I took the Ewing Marion Kaufman Blue Knights. Kind of an outlier pick here, I would say. They went 19-12. And it's only their 5th season with a basketball team. They only put up 60 points per game.
And so, of course, we're filming Friday night. They've got a game against JC tonight at JC. And we're going to talk about JC later. That's a big reason that some of my graphics are messed up. So
yes.
We'll get into that.
Interesting stuff.
Yep. So District 15 now. We've got Central Kansas City and Richmond sitting at the top two. Central Kansas City is 18-6. They're scoring 71 and allowing 50, and they're also ranked 5th in the class.
Yes. I took the Central Kansas City Blue Eagles as well. They beat Rockbridge 58-57, who we'll get into at the last part of this video. And there's one other team with a winning record in their district, and it's Richmond. So.
All right, so District 16 now, hosted by Lafayette. Benton is sitting at the 1 seed at 21-5. Maryville is 16-6, and Chillicothe is 19-4. So we've got 3 teams with a really solid record. And I'm going to take Maryville here. They've got Derek Quinlan leading the team. He is going to Morningside Community College for basketball. And they're scoring 67 a game and only allowing 52. And they're also receiving votes.
Yep, I also took the Spoof Hounds. It's another good name. 23-5 last year. And they did lose to Benton this year, 62-58.
We'll take Maryville to get their revenge against Benton. All right, let's move to Class 5 now.
That's right.
All right, so District 1 has Sykeston. Sykeston just had their first loss of the season last night.
So they're not 25-0 anymore. So
they're now 25-1.
Yes. I got a whole bunch of stuff here. You want me to take the jump on this one?
Absolutely, because Sykeston is my pick. So.
Yes, I also took Sykeston. So 25-1 now overall. You just mentioned the big thing is they have not lost a neutral site game. They're 12-0. 85.2 points per game.
Yep.
And they only allow 52.8. But the big thing here is they lost to Father Tolton in double overtime, 79-72. And I bet Aaron Rowe was playing in that game, so that's why. And on their roster, they have only 3 seniors, and one of them goes by the name of Dontrez Williams. He averages 23 a game, 10.5 rebounds, 3.8 steals per game, and 3.6 assists per game. And he's ranked the number 1 player in Missouri, so ahead of Aaron Rowe and a few other ones. So Sykeston can go all the way this year.
Very elite player. So let's go to District 2 now. All right, so we've got St. Mary's sitting at number 1 in the district at 23-3. They're ranked number 2. Vianney is second in the district at 19-5. They are ranked 6th in the class. And Webster Grove sitting at 3, 20-6, ranked 4 in the class. St. Mary's is hosting this one, and I will take the Dragons.
I took the Statesmen.
All right.
Coached by none other than Justin Mathis. 20-6 overall. They're on a 3-game win streak going into the tournament. And they beat Hickman 53-50. It's one of the key wins I saw when I was looking through their previous games played. And they play Lutheran South, who's 8-17 on the season, on February 29th at 6:45 p.m.
And another thing to add with St. Mary's, of course, my pick, they are scoring almost 82 a game. So that went pretty big into my pick here.
82, you said?
Yep. And the Statesmen, Webster Grove, of course, they are scoring 62 a game. So
yeah, I did not have that down. So that's what, 20 points difference?
Yeah. So we'll see how this one goes.
Play some good defense.
That's a pretty stacked district.
Yeah.
So District 3 now. This one has Ladue in it, and it has DeSmet as well, sitting at the 2 seed. Ladue is ranked 3rd in the class. DeSmet is ranked 5th. Ladue is scoring 64 and allowing 49. DeSmet is scoring 63 and allowing 53. Who do you have here?
I took the Ladue, Horton, Watkins, Rams. 24-1. They lost at Jackson, which did we go over Jackson? I don't know if we
Not
did.
yet.
Oh, they're to come. They lost to Jackson 53-51, and they had an 11-game win streak going into the Parkway West game. Or they have an 11-game win streak going into the Parkway West game, who they play in the first round in the district tournament.
I'm gonna take DeSmet here. I believe I'm pronouncing that right.
DeSmet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
DeSmet? Okay. It's a really solid team. Now, Parkway Central is hosting, and they are the 5th seed, so I don't think that'll have anything to do too crazy with it, but I think DeSmet can get it done here. Mm-hmm. So let's go District 4 now, all right? For Zumwalt South is receiving votes, and they're scoring 56. They sit at the top of the district, and their competition is Holt at 14-10, the 2nd seed. They're scoring 61 a game. I'm going to take Fort Zumwalt South here.
I took the Pirates, St. Charles. They're 14-10. It's not a very good good-looking district, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of mediocre teams. So I went with St. Charles here. The Pirates have pulled off 14-10, like I just said. They average 57.3 a game, and they are on a 2-game win streak going into the tournament.
All right. District 5 now. This is probably where we're going to talk a lot.
Yes, this is the one that's going to pack a punch in this episode.
Right.
I'll lead us off here.
All right.
So in Class 5, District 5 is my high school, Hawaii's Catholic High School, the Crusaders. 17-7 on the year, 10-2 in neutral site games. But the thing here, only 6 home games this year for them. A lot of the students didn't like that. I, as one, didn't like it. They put up 58.5 points per game, and they allow 51. A lot of my friends are on the basketball team, and I don't know. I'll come to this part next because that'll lead you into Jefferson City, which you can probably assume what I'm talking or thinking about right now.
Right. So let's of course talk about JC here for a moment.
Okay.
JC was 14-11, but they had to forfeit multiple games because they had a bit of a mix-up, and a kid was ruled ineligible. So now JC sits at 6-19. That's 8 wins that they had to forfeit. Now, of course, they know that they've won those games, so it's not like they've got a 6-19 mentality going into the tournament. But
in the box score, as you can probably say here, it doesn't look like that.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about. I'm assuming you want to talk about the Helias and JC game.
Oh yeah, it was probably the best Helias or high school basketball game I've ever seen. My best friend, who I went to school with at Immaculate Conception, Alex Schonhart, hit the game winner against JC, which I'm sure high schools from all around the state saw that clip, and I'm sure it's in their film and stuff. Alex is he's a sharpshooter. He always has been at ICU when I played with him, and he's getting offers from D2 schools. And we got some good freshmen at Helias this year that are going to come up and be productive for Coach Joe, who got his 100th win this season, Coach Joe Rothweiler.
Awesome. Now let's talk about Cap City for a second.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we just stay in the same area, Jefferson City? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is kind of a Jefferson City-based district a little bit. The top 3 teams are all from Jefferson City.
Yeah.
So Cap City got a new coach this year. They had a really rough season last year.
I really liked their old coach, too. I thought he did a good job.
Anytime they hit a 3, he'd yell, boom.
Uh-huh.
So that was pretty funny.
And he always wore a suit. He was always really dressed nice, so I really miss that guy. When I saw Cap City play for the first time this year and realized that he wasn't coaching, I got kind of sad.
So Cap City poaches Ryan Fick from Blair Oaks. So Coach Fick was with us for about 20 years.
The Cap City coach was a former Blair Oaks coach?
Yeah, he just went there this year.
Wow.
So he got a promotion because he's also taking the AD role along with the head coaching job for Cap City.
That's a lot.
So he moves on from Blair Oaks for about he was here for about 20 years, maybe a little bit less. So he goes to Cap City, and they went 12-13, I believe, this year. So it wasn't anything crazy, but it's definitely a pretty solid turnaround from about like 5 or 6 wins last year.
So yeah, Cap City is it's an interesting story this year. I thought they were going to be a lot better than they were, and I'm surprised grades didn't come into more of a factor for them as well.
So let's go to District 6 now. So Parkview is ranked number 1 in the district at 16-10, but Rolla is second at 21-4, and they're 7th in the class. So I don't really understand why Rolla is at 2.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier today too, and I was like,
When the resumes match up and you really look at this, I don't see what the committee really saw to put Parkview at number 1 and Rolla at 2. But I think Rolla will take that a little bit personal. Maybe not personal, but as a drive. I think that they'll get this done quite easily.
Yep, I took the Rolla Bulldogs, went 21-4, and 66.6 points per game, so pretty good.
All right, let's go to District 7 now. Grandview is sitting at number 1 at 20-4. They are scoring 64 game, allowing 47, and they are ranked 9th. I am going to take them here. But Webb City really caught my eye earlier in the day. I was thinking Webb City, but I'm gonna take Grandview here.
Yeah, as a Hawaii student, I don't really like this pick, but I took Webb City. I'm pretty sure they knocked us out in football 2-3 years ago. Don't quote me on that. I know it's a familiar name for me. They put up 71.5 points per game, and their competition is Grandview. So,
All right, let's go to District 8 now. This one has Winnetonka and Kearney in it. Winnetonka is ranked 10th, scoring 70 a game and allowing 50. So they are also hosting. So that's going to be my pick here.
Winnetonka is?
Yep.
Yep, I also took the Winnetonka Griffins. They're 21-5 and 70.4 points per game.
Let's go to District 1 of Class 6 now. All right.
We made it.
Yeah, we did. Cardinal Ritter now, as you can see on the graphic, is 14-11, sitting at number 1, and that may bring some questions to people's minds when they see Jackson and Lindbergh sitting behind them. But Ritter has played a really, really tough schedule, and the Lions are my pick here. They're scoring 60, allowing 54, and they're ranked 10th in the class.
Yep, I also took Cardinal Ritter, as much as I hate to do that as well. They went 28-4 last year, so yeah.
Let's go to District 2 now. All right. Eureka is sitting at the top at 14-10, and Kirkwood is behind them at 14-9. I am going to take Kirkwood here. They are allowing 8 more, but they're scoring 5 more, and I don't know. I think Kirkwood is my pick here.
I took Lebanon, 16-10. And I got not really any good teams in this district as well. They're mediocre. I wouldn't say there's that one standout team, but I took Lebanon to try and change it up from you.
All right, District 3 now. Chaminade is sitting at the top, and they are also hosting, all right? They're scoring 62 and allowing 55, and they are ranked 4th. CBC is their competition, scoring 63, but they are allowing 63.8. So
I did not catch that.
Chaminade is my pick here.
Yeah, I also went with Chaminade. I was looking back on their previous seasons, and they went 27-1 in 2011. But there's just not much to talk about. They're going to win this district.
Alma mater of my favorite basketball player, Jason Tatum.
That's where he went?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Thank you for saying that.
So, District 4 now.
I did not know that. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, District 4. We've got Francis Howell sitting at number 1. They are 22-3. St. Dominic, Liberty Wentzville, and Timberland are their main competition in this one. I am going to take Francis Howell, though. They're scoring 62, allowing 47, and receiving votes.
Yep, I took Francis Howell as well. The Vikings, their 3 losses at a 22-3 record. They lost to Battle, who's 18-8 on the season, and they lost to 2 of my other picks in the earlier classes, Ladue and Webster. But yeah, I took Francis Howell.
All right, District 5 now. This is a pretty stacked class. I had a bit of a time trying to figure out who I wanted here. So let's take a look at the graphic here. Central Springfield is 20-6. Kickapoo is 22-3. Nixa is 19-6, and Glendale is 15-10. Glendale is hosting, if we want to add that in. But Central Springfield is scoring 73, allowing 58, and they're ranked 3rd. Kickapoo scoring 58, allowing 44, and ranked 6th. I am going to take the Bulldogs here.
I did not.
Who'd you take?
The Nixa Eagles.
All right.
Usually I can tell if you think it's a bad pick or not by your facial expression. I haven't seen it yet, so
I had a tough time.
I noticed it in the couple times in the Tuesday video where you're like, "What?" So,
especially Montrose, they I believe they scored 27, and that was your district pick. So now on to District 6. All right, I'm gonna take Lee Summit West here. All right, they went 20-6, and they're scoring 58 a game.
Took Rockhurst.
Okay.
17-7, putting up 57, pretty much 58 points per game, and they're coached by Billy Thomas.
All right, let's go to District 7 now. This one may be controversial to some and clockwork to others, but I'm going to take Battle here. I know Rockbridge beat Hickman and Battle, but I think Battle will take this one. They're 18-8, scoring 67 and allowing 56.
I took Rockbridge.
Okay.
19-5 to 12-3 in the neutral games, put up 60 a game, and like you mentioned, they did beat Battle, 60-45. So.
I believe Battle is top 5 as well. I'm going to have that on the graphic. I don't have that in front of me right now.
Final high school. We made it, Cam.
We did. All right. District 8 of Class 6. I'm going to take Oak Park here. 3 of the teams in this are top 5, or not, sorry, top 10. North Kansas City is 7.
This is a really good district.
Yep. And Staley is 9. I believe Oak Park is, what's Oak Park?
23-3. Is that what you're asking about? The record?
Their rank.
Their ranking? I did not catch that.
I think they are 3 possibly.
3.
I'm going to have that on the graphic, of course. Those are 6, 7, and 8. I didn't quite get to make the graphics quite yet, so I will have those in the video. But I believe Oak Park is 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't quote me on that, though. That it will be on the graphic, so the viewers will know.
So 23-3, 8-1 in the neutral games, and they're 9-0 at home, and they put up 74.2 points per game. And that's how we'll end it off.
Yeah, so thank you all for watching our large class picks.
This is definitely a lot more fun than the last one.
Yeah.
Since we knew a lot of these high schools and stuff.
I agree. So thank you all for watching. This has been Missouri Sports Talk. See you next time.
Keep your stick on the ice.